he said the motor died, right?
Yeah, like he blew a cylinder.
Kind of looking for my public. I'm a public figure, you know. So, Saturday morning, race day. Everyone's super excited, but we need to fortify. So my lovely, beautiful, stunning wife made homemade blueberry Danish for everybody. Yum. TJ drove the car down to the grid with Miss Maya in the passenger well. God bless her, sitting there and recording some video, some of the cool video you'll see on the show. My friend, your friend, everyone's friend, John Coles. It's always great to see him. He is the principal of AER, if you don't know. Wonderful human being, really warm guy. He actually walks down the grid pre-race and shakes every driver's hand and wishes them a good race, which I think is a lovely tradition AER has. So the cars are on the grid. We are raring to go. You know, based upon our results yesterday, 786 is gonna crush the field today. So we are super excited. Brian's getting loaded in the car, getting his game face on, meditating for a moment, thinking about how much hunting he's gonna do today. It's gonna be a great day. We're looking forward to it.
Okay, how about that? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
So as always, the racing gods will test you. So the night before, tested all the electronic equipment, everything was great.
Yeah, it's got to be the wire of the headset. I'll order a new one and we'll test it because it was fine in the garage. We tested them.
Radio check, check, check. Copy that, radio check. All right, copy, got you loud and clear.
Copy, thank you, Tony. Can you hear me clearly?
On grid, guess what? My crew chief headset decides, you know, I'm done with working. So then I'm yelling to the crew, because we're all the way in the front of the grid.
Can one of you boys bring me down my headset from the trailer, please?
The crew, love them. They got me a new headset, got that put on, ready to go.
Thank you, TJ.
Helping Brian get strapped in. I got your belt set up. That doesn't.
Sorry, Brian.
You good?
Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah.
No hunting class 4 cars. I love you, Brian.
He has a bad habit of hunting the higher class cars and killing them, which we don't want to do. It takes a lot out of the car, and quite frankly, it doesn't show well. Albeit these are the class 4 cars at the back of the class 4 pack. So, you know, the boundary between a class leading class 3 car like 786 at this race and the lower end class 4 cars is kind of a, you know, flowing boundary. So anyway, I wanted Brian to focus on our competition. We're about to go racing. The race starts.
Green, 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 green. Green flag.
Brian's in the cockpit, having a lot of fun, doing really well. I hung out at the hot pits for a bit just to make sure everything was cool. That allows the rest of the team to get suited and ready to go. So as soon as they're all back and ready to go, then I usually go back to the trailer At that point, have my breakfast, get my suit on, because I want everyone in the team to be suited up in case we got to cross the wall at the hot pits. For those of you who don't know, there's a rule in racing that unless you're fully suited with a fire suit, shoes, helmet, gloves, you cannot cross the wall at the hot pits. God forbid there's a fire, you want to have fire protection. So you got to be fully suited. And that's what I normally do after the race starts. Safety first.
Okay, time to go.
And T second.
All right, I'm going to pits, okay?
We have a electronic pit box set up. I have a couple screens, and basically on one screen we have live in-car footage from the car, so we can see what's happening, you know, pseudo real time. It's like 10 seconds, 15 seconds behind, depending on the latency at that track. We have Race Hero, which shows us our position and kind of, you know, where we are from the guy in front of us, the guy behind us. In this case, there's nobody in front of us. And then we have AER's website just to track pit stops, how long we've been in the car, that sort of thing. This is all data that myself and the team look at as we're making strategic decisions during the day. It's really pretty cool.
Copy that. We'll prepare for come in.
Bry's been out in the car for a while, doing really well. We're about to come to the end of his first stint, and my friend Greg is going in next.
He's coming.
We have a new guy on the pit crew, so the rules are super important, right? For example, when the car comes in, if we step over the wall to the hot pit before the car comes to a stop, penalty. If my guys go over the wall with their visors up, or the driver has his visor up, penalty, right? So there's a lot of things that we have to do extremely well to have the pit stop be a 3-minute 3:02 pit stop like we normally have. So I'm kind of just reviewing some of those rules with the guys, and I always got to remind them, you know, wait till the car stops. Everyone have their visors down.
Wait until I say to cross the wall. Okay? How many times you walk, Mike? 3. Okay. There's your 3, my friend.
Damn gloves.
Everybody, 210. Pressures.
We just started using the new Bridgestone RE71 RSs. Lovely tire, by the way, if you're looking for a 200 tread wear. We're were still kind of figuring out the sweet spot in terms of tire pressures. So we started them where I thought they should be, and of course when Brian came in, guess what? They were super hot.
How high were they? Very high. These tires get hotter much faster.
We were bleeding the air out to kind of come to a more neutral place, so for the second driver to go out and enjoy himself. We were in P1, crushing the field, and all of a sudden our car says, I'm not gonna run anymore. So a second later, Greg says he's not running well. And I say, okay, bring the car in now, bring it in now. He gets to the pit wall, and the car dies, and it won't restart. And what do? We push 786 back to the garage to see if we can figure out what's wrong.
All right, I'm good.
Almost.
Tell me when.
Just a moment.
I want to know what's up with our car.
Ready?
Wait.
I'm impatient. What can I say?
Ready. Good.
Get the roll, get underneath. Max, check the oil level.
You got a rag or anything?
I'll get it.
TJ gets out of the car, and there is fluids dripping.
Weird. What is this? Gushing. What is it? It's like water.
What?
What is this dripping?
Plenty of oil.
Here, what is this dripping?
What?
Come look.
Is it oil? Is it water? Is it brake fluid? Is it blood? No, not blood.
Coolant? Water?
That's brake fluid. Put your hand
No,
there.
it's not even slimy.
No.
It's not even slimy. That's water. Burping out. Burping out. I don't have a flashlight. No, I can't see. Bring your flashlight.
What the hell is it?
Oh, it's just kind of murky.
Watery mercury. Watery murky. Watery murky,
The oil.
I've got oil down here though too.
which is not a good sign, which means there's a breach between the cooling system and the oiling system.
There's water and oil down here.
But the oil's full though. Right? You're all full.
Water.
No, it's
I've
not
got.
full.
I've got water and
It's
oil.
definitely low, but it's not below minimum.
Okay. What do you see?
I'm looking. I see it dripping off the idle air control valve. Can't see up past that. Hold on, let me roll in a little more. Try not to get soaked.
Smoke.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's better.
Can't see.
All right, I see oil on the oil pan. There's nothing. Oh wait. The drip,
The water?
the water drip is coming. It looks like near the idle air control
That's
motor.
what I see. It's dripping off of the idle air control valve.
It's leaking. The side of the block is wet over here.
It's wet over here too.
See underneath here?
Is that a water pipe that goes? No, it's intake. That's for the idle air.
Did a water line break, you know?
No, but there is the water pipe that goes from the front to the back.
Yeah, but that's not higher than the idle air. The idle air is profusely dripping water.
And
No, the block is dry on the top, dude.
This side's soaked
By the
with
head?
oil.
yeah, I was gonna say that's. Make sure you see that.
It's wet between the head and the block on this side. You can see it.
I make the sickening discovery that the water is between the head and the block. So there's a catastrophic failure in the motor.
But he said the motor died, right?
Yeah, like you blew a cylinder.
All right, let me give it a start. I don't know if I want to, but
It sounded like it was running like complete shit, right? And then it shut off. So,
all right. We have oil.
We have oil. Yep.
there
Some
were-
oil. It is draining. We lost a lot.
You know what? When I get in the car, I want to crank her, and I want to see what she sounds like. The sounds emanating from the car kind of make my stomach churn.
Yeah, that's low compression.
So then TJ you know, as I crank it, is listening to the compression from the motor, and he hears stuff through the intake.
Go get home. I'm hearing the compression through the intake.
That's a head gasket. Which means catastrophic failure. When 786 failed, it was so crushing to me on so many different levels. I mean, one, race motors are expensive. They cost a lot of money. Two, this motor was particularly juicy, okay? This is probably the most powerful motor we've ever built on the S52 platform.
Don't record me while you're right now.
Sometimes I ask myself why I do this madness. I do know why. We all know why. It's great fun. Now 786 is done. We could run 787.
Yeah.
Just as laps. Looks like our girl is done for the weekend. I mean, they'll let us run just laps.
Right, points in place won't matter anymore. You guys are just gonna drive.
I still want everyone to get their laps in. What we do then is we let control know, hey, the primary car is dead.
Just talk to registration. I'll tell John, Alyssa. It'll be fine. I'm upset too. I mean, like, I don't understand what happened.
To have it fail like that, it just weighs heavy on me. You know, racing is tough. I mean, that's why everyone doesn't go racing, especially not endurance racing. You just gotta be resilient. You know, that's why I said to the team, all right, guys, we are not focusing on 786 at all. We are focusing on 787 because we need to have a good end to the weekend. Let's see what happens.
Greg, you had 15 minutes or so. You want to go out for another 25 minutes? Or do you want us to rotate? Okay, I'll let Tony go out. Yeah. And then you can go out, and then I'll go out. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure that out.
We're going to run the secondary car, the backup car, which is fully prepped race car, 787.
I would like a little less excitement on a race weekend. Just a little bit.
We quickly get 787 kind of ready. Everyone's going to run laps. That way everyone gets their time in, they can practice, they can kind of get used to 787. After Saturday's race ends and we've all run our laps, we bring 787 into the garage, start prepping for battle for Sunday. So, you know, one of the things is the left front damper on 787 was damaged. So we harvested, cannibalized, whatever name you want to give it, the left front damper from 786 and transferred it to 787.
Okay, do you need a second pair of hands? Okay.
Good? Yep.
Take your time. Don't do anything too, you know?
Yep.
All right. So, myself. I feel useless standing here not doing anything.
And then we did the brakes in 787 and our normal tech and preparation for battle on 787 because we were going to compete with 787 on Sunday officially. Brian historically will do his little bit and clean the car. Make sure the steed's nice and shiny and pretty to be able to ready to race on Sunday. And that's what he did.
We'll find it in the truck.
Yeah.
Race over.
Brian does a stupendous job at cleaning. I mean, he is so good and so detailed. The car looks, whether it's 786 or 787, looks beautifully fresh when Brian's done with it. So the car's prepped and we are ready to race on Sunday. We will see you Sunday morning ready to rock, ready to show the field that Team OffCamber is not done. And don't forget, like, subscribe, share, and continue joining us for the adventures at OffCamber. Thank you.